Warning! This podcast will feature strong language from the start. Whilst the chat box will be displayed, please note we will not be able to read your messages on the show. Mods will be on hand to ensure you will behave, and if you break any rules, timeouts and or bans will be handed out. Alerts will also not play so as not to interrupt a topic or an ongoing answer. I will thank you when I have a moment to do so. Please make yourselves comfortable and enjoy the show. Why, hello. Hello, my wonderful beans. You can stop that music right there. Welcome on in to Mookencan, here at the Chaotic Frontier. I am, of course, the Manipulator of Chaos, your girl TK Layla. And I come to you live with a very special collaboration podcast, the Chaotic Charity Cast, to be specific. This was going to run towards the end of my special effects stint at the end of September, but a few things unfortunately did come up, so we had to postpone it. But that is absolutely fine because these wonderful beans still are up for the challenge and are up to hopefully give you all a pretty nice time conversing about a variety of topics, which we'll get stuck into in just a moment. So down the line we go. First and foremost, I'm proud to call them a good friend of mine, wonderful content creator, an amazing partner, which I am so happy that they were able to get that far, and they still continue to bring so much good content and entertainment. It is the wonderfully fluffy Pictobeam. Hello, Picto.
Hello.
Hello. It is good to have you. Feel free to let people know a little bit about yourself.
I'm not prepared for this. You gave me so much time, unfortunately.
That is absolutely fine. Do not worry. Do not worry. It's okay.
Hi, hello, I'm Picto. I use they, them, and she, her pronouns. I have been streaming since the beginning of 2018. And I used to be a cute pup in a cup, and now I'm not in a cup anymore. I sit in a chair like an adult. I play a lot of comfy cozy games. On occasion I play a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I say that I'm just a just chatting streamer under the guise of various game categories, because I mostly just have hot takes with my community. And yeah, that's me. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for accepting it. It seriously means a lot. Thank you, Picto. Next on down the line, they have a full jingle all to their name, and seriously, it's so catchy. I often sing it quite a lot when I'm not even doing anything. The second I hear any kind of raid in my head, I'm just like, you're raiding TiffanyWitcher, the charity witch on Twitch. You're raiding TiffanyWitcher, the charity witch on Twitch. So yeah, I don't think I need to say anything else. Tiffany, hello.
Good time zone to you all. My name is TiffanyWitcher, otherwise known as the Charity Witcher on Twitch. I'm a charity streamer, accessibility advocate, and voice actor. I go by they, them pronouns, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much, and especially for all that you have done in the name of charity. You have absolutely done so many wonderful things, and I cannot thank you enough for your services. And last but by no means least, to the point where I had her name pretty much set and written down, and then what in the world does she decide to do? The audacity a week beforehand just straight up change the name all over the place. So you'll have to forgive me for getting reused to it all again. But DaddiBun, it is great to see you. I've seen you so many times on different collaborations, so it's great to be able to speak to you in person.
Hi. I am Bun, but you have the privilege to call me Daddy. I don't know English. I am, I, yeah, I never learned English. I'm from Saudi Arabia, so I learned English from Harry Potter. But anyways, um, yeah, I'm a variety streamer. Mostly, I like to play games and just bully chat, basically.
And I have watched you do that quite a lot as well. And yeah, you might, if any of you have seen the TikTok that went out to help promote this stint yesterday, you'll know full well that Daddy has some interesting takes on certain words, but that is 100% understandable. And with that, we are all pretty much sat here and all comfortable. So hopefully everybody in chat is doing okay. Thank you very much for whoever claimed first there. I've got my 3 steps of the podiums, which I feel like a lot of streamers do that. I remember when I saw you doing it as well, Picto, I was just like, that's a pretty good idea to actually have that. So I guess it's just like a throwback to the olden days in YouTube when you would just have people just run into a video and just be like, first. So it's just a little bit of fun like that. So, as for, I feel like I should. No, I won't. There's no need to introduce myself on my own stream. I mean, if you are curious,
Do it. I mean, if this is like a podcast and you're going to put it somewhere else, I'd highly recommend for you to introduce yourself simply because if you get, new listeners or viewers and stuff, right?
Well, I guess so. Okay.
Or it's up to you. You don't have to. So now I feel like I bullied you into it. Like, do it, Layla. Do it.
Peer pressure. We gotta love it here. No, okay, all right. So, so for those of you who do not know, I am TK Layla. She, her pronouns. I have been a streamer on Twitch since about November 2013, but only started doing VTubing earlier this year, February to be specific. Outside of VTubing, I am an esport caster. I've been doing that since February 2018, and I have done commentary on a variety of games from Splatoon 2 to ARMS to Rocket League, and recently to Valorant as well, which has been an interesting game to be able to jump onto commentary-wise. But in terms of games that I play here, they're mostly of the chaotic variety, which you would expect, given the fact that I am the manipulator of chaos. You might see some Bomberman on here. I have started to re-find my love for Final Fantasy XIV as of late, which has always been great. I've been playing on Crystal, unfortunately, which I think Picto was on the other one in NA. I forget the other. It's Primal that you're on, isn't it? That's the one. But yeah, I've been rekindling my love with 14 as of late, which is fitting considering the fact that Endwalker's coming out soon. Big fan of Splatoon, big fan of Shira. I've got the sword pretty much on my camera overlay, but yeah, I'm just all about having a nice cozy time here and definitely being able to re-find myself and my love for streaming, because ever since becoming a VTuber, I have significantly found more fun and enjoyment with it. So yeah, that's all you need to know about me. And with that, I think our desk is ready. So this is indeed a charity cast. It was supposed to go live during special effect, but since it isn't happening now, that does not stop us from being able to talk about certain charity stints. And TiffanyWitcher, I figured I would start with you.
All right.
How long has it been since you decided to get into doing charity fundraisers? Because it feels like you've been doing it like forever, in my opinion. Like every single time I see you, you're always doing some form of charity work. So how did you get into it? How in the world did you start?
I've always been doing charity. I've done charity since I was a Girl Scout, actually.
Oh wow.
So, it was I didn't start doing charity with streaming till about a little over 2 years ago. Um, Probably because I used to go to conventions and like set up booths and raise money for the Lupus Foundation. But it started getting like, as someone who also has multiple chronic illnesses, it was starting to wear down on me. And until I found out about things like Tiltify and how I can raise money with Extra Life, so I just started transitioning over from doing charity at like conventions or like doing runs and stuff to doing it on stream. And from there, it just kept rolling and rolling. And I've done so many charities for different teams like Scarathon, Thanksmas, worked with so many amazing people from like I got to play games with Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps,
Oh,
to
that's
Liam
awesome.
McIntyre from Spartacus. It's been a very, very amazing road to like help raise money for different causes and to work with some amazing people at the same time.
That's amazing. That's awesome though. Like to be able to hear all of that, it's just unbelievably surrounding. Some of those I have seen, and some of those unfortunately I haven't because it's been a bit of a road. And also I've only started following you like over the past year or so, so it's like a lot of things having to play catch up with. But the fact that you're always involved with stuff is just absolutely wonderful. I keep seeing Scarephon and I keep thinking about it, but I keep also backing out of it and going, no, I don't think that. I don't think I'd be able to help contribute that much to that because I don't really play many scary games. But at some point, I will swallow my pride and go for it because it's for fun and it's for charity. So
Yeah, every little dollar counts. It doesn't matter how much you raise. Long as you're doing your best and you're raising the money, that's all that really matters in the end.
that is absolutely fair. That is 100% true. For Picto,
Mhm.
what was your first charity stint? Like, have you like? Oh my gosh, I'm losing my words. You can tell I'm trying to shake out my nerves here.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's one of
You're
those
safe
things.
here. We got
It's
you. Sure.
I appreciate you big time. But no, seriously, like what was do you remember when the first charity thing you did and have you had to
Sure.
like
So, I am a children's hospital baby. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for amazing hospitals existing. Um, so ever since I was young enough to know that a lot of those organizations and stuff are funded by uh normal people like us, right? And I wanted to make sure that I would be able to like leave a mark and help make a difference. So I've even before like Extra Life was like a thing, I worked with like various jobs that I had and things like that to raise money for like local hospitals, like children's hospitals and things. Um, I've worked with a lot of in previous jobs. I've done a lot of stuff with like St. Jude, um, other organizations for like different like health organizations and various other like for different groups of people. So like working with like the homeless and like being able to work together and I've always wanted to try my very best to um make a difference in that way, right? So I would assume that the first thing would probably be something with that. I mean, it's been a hot minute, I've been around the sun a couple times. um but it's but I would with that with streaming. Ever since I had started doing Extra Life right out the gate. I wanted to make sure that that was a big part of something that I could do, knowing that I would be able to do it beyond just being a contributor in other people's spaces, that I myself could have run it through the gamut, right? um but I also did a lot of stuff with the Plant Army for Pride, so with like the Trevor Project and other organizations and like that too. I think it's probably my first like streaming stuff. Um, but I love being able to have that to be like as a subset of what I'm able to contribute, because it's really important that we try to leave the world in a little bit better than how it was before we were here, right? Like leave it, just to be a little bit nicer. To within what we're able to, right?
I mean that's the goal. That's all we can do
Sure.
really.
Yeah.
And to be fair, again, it's nice to be able to hear a variety of stuff there as well, especially with the LGBTQ plus, because
Sure. Yeah.
Lord knows that we need
Sure,
we
definitely.
often need a lot of that, especially because in the fact that most of the times we have like pride related charity stuff happening, and you generally just see it in the one specific month that we all get. But no, it's actually there's a lot of
Right,
charities that continue to do their thing throughout the year, which is always great to see. I know I have taken part in Trans Lifelines month long, well, not month long, it was like a weekly run. And I did that this year and I did it last year as well. So to be able to do it both years was pretty cool. But also you get to see other charities that do their thing outside of that. And it's just like, you forget just how many exist.
Sure.
And what about you, Daddy? What about you? When was your do you remember when your first charity stint was, both outside of Twitch and on Twitch?
Can I say one thing first? Or
Go for it.
so I have a lot of anxiety as well, and maybe this will help you. I
Oh,
got
okay.
like something called a fidget ring, and basically you just put it in your hand, and then like you can just play with it, and it circles around, and it helps. And also, there's like a huge fidget cube that has a lot of stuff that I have. Like I have both right now, and they're good. Just
But my
Same.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, seriously though, like me and my wife on our downtime we like watch a variety of YouTube videos, and some of the videos that we do end up watching, I think it's like Nerdy Crafter, and she goes through a variety of stuff, and one of those things is that she goes through and tier lists like different fidget items, and we're just like, oh yeah, we could probably do with one of those at some point. So yeah, I definitely
They
understand what
really
you mean on
help.
that.
Yeah. Well, since I started streaming, I never really did any kind of charity because I don't know, like I'm small, so I never thought that I could do anything that that would make a difference. But before I moved to Canada, so as I said earlier, I'm from Saudi Arabia, and when I used to live back home, we would do something almost every year. One of them was just organizing family and neighbors and friends and stuff like that to get like the clothes that it doesn't fit them anymore, or food. Like if there's a huge wedding or a huge like big events and stuff like that, and people usually throw like the leftover food, which is like perfectly good. We would like go and like pack it in like containers and stuff like that and help. Also, I helped with like building wells in other countries that were
Wow.
really poor. Well, not physically, but like
But-
we gathered the money. Yeah, my
So-
dad wouldn't let me go and build it. Yeah, imagine. But yeah, like that's kind of like what we did. That's about it.
That's fair. I mean, that's still something. That's still that you're still contributing to again a good cause. I know for me specifically, back when I wasn't me, I did do some charity stuff. A lot of the stuff that I did do for charity was mostly helped on by my parents, so they kind of like helped me through it, talked me through what I needed to do, and I did manage to do some bits here and there. I think it was mostly for the ones that we normally had in the UK. So you normally had like sports relief, you had a children in need. So my family would generally help me do stuff with that. And then for the longest time, I just wasn't really able to do stuff, which ironically enough then led me to November 2013, which was when a couple of friends of mine were like, "Hey, we want to do like a big gaming thing on Twitch." And we're like, okay, I haven't really done anything with Twitch. I used to use just live stream, and unfortunately, the location I was in at the time wasn't great signal wise, so I wasn't able to do much streaming game wise. But it was something that I always wanted to try and have an attempt at. And they were like, yeah, we're going to do like a 24-hour gaming stint for children in need. And I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? My first stream between me and Puppy, we basically took it in turns for a few hours each. She would do one stint, I would do the next stint, and we would go through. And naturally, because I am way more alert in the evening, I did the midnight stint whilst Puppy got some rest, and we had fun with it. And then it went on from there, where I had a bit of a break from doing much in terms of charity and other stuff like that. And then I went, you know what, I want to be able to help out with charity stuff again. And that was when I saw the opportunity with Trans Lifeline. I managed to get involved with that last year. And then I sort of got another edge to go, okay, I actually want to help out with stuff on a bit more of a regular basis. So again, getting to do Trans Lifeline again this year, and then getting the opportunity to do special effects. So massive shout out to Tilda T for organising that together, because that was an amazing thing to be a part of. And that didn't just help with charity either. That like helped me, find more streamers that I probably may not have even seen before, because I managed to meet a whole load of new faces that for all three of those events. So it really does bring the community together beautifully. And that's pretty much been most of my charity stuff at this point, which is why I was like so incredibly pleased to be able to be a part of that. And you kind of send applications out and hope that you can do your thing, but sometimes you're never sure if you have what it takes. And I set goals for special effects going, okay, I haven't done a full-on single push drive like this in a long time, so I have no idea what to expect. And I think we raised, from my side of things, I raised £320. I wasn't expecting to get past 100. so
That's
so
amazing.
so yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Incredible.
to have something like that happen, and I'm just like, you know what? Okay, I now have something to aim for a bit more realistically going forward. I mean, obviously, you're not always guaranteed to have that kind of amount anymore, but it gives you the confidence to go, okay, I can do this. Maybe I can actually continue to have an impact regardless of how much I raise. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to do something for Extra Life at some point, because I've always looked at the website, but Extra Life being mostly in the States and me being in the UK, it's like it's slightly different for fundraising from here to there. But at the same time, I still want to do something for Extra Life, because I've watched people like Achievement Hunter and whatnot, and they are always having a whale of a time. So I'm like, at some
Sure.
point, I will do something for Extra Life. Oh, but no, thank you very much for oh my gosh, I'm at it again. Sorry, I need to take a drink.
For joining.
Hydration AOE. If you've got a drink,
Yeah,
as long
sure,
as
okay.
it's safe, take it. I mean, that goes for you too, chat. You hear me?
My invisible cup that you can see with my hands.
To be fair, I feel like that's just a given for anybody who has Leap. It's just like, aha,
Oh, sure.
look at me just unscrew this and then put it
Yeah.
back down. Which, to be fair, my flask is, well, it's not quite the lesbian flag that it is in here, but it's close enough. It is close enough. Stealing my lines. Hey, I'm not stealing your lines, puppy. I'm stealing your alerts. There's a difference. But no, what would you say is probably the most memorable charity experience you've been a part of so far? Let's start with Picto.
I wish that it wouldn't. The first one that comes to mind is actually, it's kind of, there's like a negative connotation now, unfortunately,
Oh,
due to the individual that came in to the stream. But I had someone at the time before things became a thing where I was playing through Monster Prom, and we had some of like the voice actors and stuff drop by, like, and it was
oh,
incredible and really dope that they would take the time and they like hung out, and that was like really really nifty. But aside from that, I think any sort of when like milestones and stuff were able to be crushed, um especially for like the first year that I did Extra Life, I wasn't anticipating to get nearly as far as I did in terms of with that, right? Like, like you set like these low goals of like like $100 or like $50 or like, and then being like, oh God, okay, well now $1,000. Oh God, well $2,000, and so it was really incredible because the hospital that both of there's two hospitals that exist in St. Louis, and I have been to both of them for various things, when during times when we had like lived here. And so um being able to contribute to an institution that kept me alive is incredible. And knowing and hearing back from like from the hospitals and stuff like that too, and just being so grateful that not only like with my contributions but everyone's contributions to be able to help afford new machines, or being able to help fund research, or being able to provide toys or and other entertainment, or like snacks or other things that what I mean, like where the money goes, it goes to a multitude of spaces, right, in a multitude of ways. And so and feeling that sense of accomplishment, of knowing that that anyone that is able to participate and do those sorts of things is able to contribute to potentially saving even more lives so that they're able to go and pursue their dreams. So I'm getting a little bit emotional. Like how I've been able to do is so enriching, and I'm so grateful for it, you know? And so I think that that probably would be, I know it's like every time that it happens, right? But just I remember the first time that I ever got an email from one of the directors at Extra Life, and they I had put a message in my first like profile, the first sheet that I did it, mentioning that I was, you know, a patient. And they had spoken to some of like the doctors and stuff, and there was a doctor there that was still there from when I was there.
Oh,
And
wow.
and so it was just this very, I mean, they're like more of like a advisor, like they're not, I mean, they're a little bit older, so I don't think they're doing like the whole like all the surgeries and everything like that, right? But just that they were someone that knew me, and that it was like full circle, right? You know, like me now finally being able to contribute after them receive, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
and so
amazing.
Yeah.
and it was just this very beautiful thing. And like I'm so grateful that they were able to help save me, that I in turn would be able to go and help potentially save someone else who might end up going down a similar path or a different path, you know? So I think that would probably be mine.
And you are absolutely fine getting emotional on this cast. You are absolutely fine. You're in safe hands, just as you said to me
Mm,
earlier.
mm,
But no, you are, again, just, again, being able to hear these kind of stories is just wonderful. Because,
sure.
you know what you've been through. Like, you know what you've
Mhm,
been through, and you know others have a similar experience, especially at hospitals
mhm,
like that. So
mhm.
that's amazing to have those kind of memories associated with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Tiffany, yourself?
I think it's always when people that understand what you're raising the money for and that can relate to you, especially when it comes to lupus. I always get like people coming in saying, "Oh, my aunt has lupus," or "Someone close to me has died from lupus." Those moments, and when they thank you for all the hard work that you're doing, and what you're raising for and how much it means to them, and you get them more into raising, into charity, and you talk to them about it, and just helping others, you know proceed and want to do better. And that those things right there really, really, really makes it all worth it, because it's not about you, it's about who you're helping and who you're impacting with these streams and with the money that you're raising. I think the one of the more interesting moments was I decided to just randomly do a stream for Red Nose Day, and it happened to be during a campaign Tiltify was doing, when they had like bigger streamers come in and donate. Dr. Lupo just decided to just randomly come to my stream and donate $5,000 for Red Nose.
Oh my
And I'm just like, what just happened? I was like,
God.
Dr. Lupo, what the fuck?
That's
So
incredible.
That's
it's
it.
it's it's those moments where it's like, I want to do that. I want to have like a buku much money, and I want to drop
Yeah.
it on somebody. I want to do that one day. I want to make someone's day, and not make them cry, but I want to show them that, look how good of a job you're doing. Look at you and stuff like that. Here's to take all this money for the cause, and thank you for raising money. I want to be on the flip side of that one day. And that's why I do what I do. But yeah, that's my answer for that one.
I can assure you, if you ever dropped that kind of money, you would make anyone cry. So, let's be real here. I think every single one of us on this desk would likely lose it if we got that. Like, hands down. But again, like, that again tells you, like, the fact that it's not just about what you're doing, it's about what everybody else is doing around you. Because before you know it, it's like you have no idea if people are going to be welcoming or contributing to it, and then you'll just have a random person just be like, yeah, I've got the funds and this is a good course and you look like a lot of
Mhm.
fun, so boof, there you go. And
Yeah,
you know,
I want to do that for someone. I think it would really be like an amazing experience, just to smile and just make someone's day.
and having seen that happen to a number of people as well, is just like what you're smiling and you're crying with them, because it's like, even though you're not the one involved with it, it's like you're seeing the reaction that that they've had to something like this, and you're happy for the charity, you're happy for the person who just got that, and you're happy to see other people do it. So it's like it's a wonderful full circle.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I actually made Dr. Lupo cry, which I felt really bad about. But
Wait, what?
yeah, I was talking, and he was like, "Oh man, she's getting me going," and I was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry." But it's like one of those things where I want to be on the flip side, but I'm happy when people come to my stream and say thank you, and those little things makes it worth it right there, and like their experiences and listening to their stories, and I think that's worth it.
I know for me personally, I could somewhat relate. I know I haven't been able to do much charity stuff in my time, but I I sometimes bring this one up because it kind of hits the same way. Obviously, being somebody who is openly trans, and especially being in the esports scene, as we know that the esports scene is generally mostly predominantly cis white. And my first year of casting, being able to go onto the big stage for Nintendo UK and do the big UK Championship finals for Splatoon, which I didn't even think was even going to be possible in the space of 6 months. And so knowing that that is on YouTube permanently, that's a part of like Nintendo history at this stage, which is still surreal because like the whole thing is promoted all over the place. And then to be able to leave that booth and then have somebody in the community just wander up to you and just be like, "Hey, I just want to say that I just recently came out as trans, and what you're doing is inspirational, and it's making me want it." It's like, I'm sorry, what? I
Aw.
can't handle that. And it's just like to hear people come up to you and be like, "Yes, I relate to you in this way. I have this kind of experience, and you are helping me do what I want to do and enjoy what I'm doing." It's like, it's like words cannot begin to describe how good, how amazing that feels, how emotional it feels as well. Because I was like, at the time, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm gonna cry, but I don't want to cry in front of this person. I'm like, what do you do? So I definitely somewhat relate to that. Unfortunately, it wasn't for charity, but you feel like it still hits the same because it's still part of a marginalized group. Um, Daddy, your most memorable charity moment, if you have one,
Um,
if you have one.
so, we have a month called Ramadan, and basically in that month we like fast from sunrise to sunset.
Okay.
And my grandpa used to get a lot of food and put it in masjids, for people who can't afford, so they can like break their fast and stuff like that.
Oh.
So every year, every day through that month, he would have those. So it was like a family tradition every single year for us to go and
Oh.
spread like these huge food. um I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean, like and just I don't know. It's just a very, like, to me it's a very, very magical month. And then like on top of that, doing something with your family, and it's a tradition and stuff like that. It's always been something very, very dear to my heart. Um but like it's just like the happiness and the looks of everyone's faces when they come and they
Aw.
see like warm food and like, and there's like a lot of it, so like it's just, that's
That's
yeah.
awesome though. That's
I
hella
love that.
cute. I love that as well. Like seriously. I mean, I guess it hits even harder when it's like you end up making it like a family tradition in a way because it's like that's how you bond. It's such a really nice experience to have that.
Yeah, it's been very um I don't know, like every after my grandpa passed away, like every Ramadan it's like kind of hits different now
Oh.
because no one does it, but like I still try to like donate when I have like the time to
Oh.
places that like do that
Mhm.
in Ramadan when I have like the means to. But yeah.
I mean, that's still cool. That's still really good to try and do. I want to ask something right now, and I'm going to immediately fling in the caveat that says you are not allowed to say TiffanyWitcher. Is there an individual and or group that do charity stints that you get inspired by or want to join in with? And we'll start with DaddiBun.
You don't rule me, Tiffany. I've known Tiffany since before, like, both of us became, like, VTubers. And I've always admired her work.
Aw.
And she's just amazing. I always look up to her. She's just an amazing person. Like, I really love her. I was gonna meet her like 2 years ago in a Toronto Twitch thingy, but we couldn't make it happen. But like, I really love this girl.
It's not that we couldn't make it happen. We didn't know we were both there.
Wait, you went there because I asked you and you said that you might not be able to.
no.
Yeah, and I just
no.
went on
Oh,
her.
no, the
Like, I didn't know
drama.
you were there, so
Oh
I was
my
like, I
God.
literally sat near the entrance where everyone was walking in too.
Oh
and-
my
Oh
god.
no!
I kept going around, and every time I see someone like even similar to you, I'm like, it's Tiffany. And then I go and I'm like, the friend that I had with me, I'm like, can you help me? And then my friend would like, hello, can you look at me? And the person looks and I'm like, no, it's not her, it's fine. God damn it, I'm so upset now. But anyway, like, she's just an amazing person. Like, not just what she does, also like who she is. She's very caring. She always like tries to protect you and and help you. It just, I love her. That's it.
Bless you. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that.
I'm so upset right now.
Okay. Picto, you next. Ooh.
Goodness. I don't know how to like follow up with that. I feel like
It
I
is.
feel a little bit lost, a little bit despondent, like
Lost like
that's
Tiffany
a-
Witcher at Twitch, apparently.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ooh, I need to breathe.
into the nose, out through the mouth.
I know, I'm aware.
Yeah, hold and count to whatever those numbers are, 5 and whatever.
It doesn't help that I've only just recovered from a chest pain that's lasted like the whole weekend, so I'm just like,
Gotta take care of yourself.
I'm aware, which is why. Okay.
Breathing
Ooh.
exercises.
Shush. It's in you.
Someone who I really admire in terms of like off the cuff sort of charity sort of things is Frank the Pegasus. She is one of those people where like she sees something, she throws it together, and within the span of like less than a day, she's put toward like different organizations to be able to help different groups.
Holy heck.
I admire the compassion and the strength that can take. Like, I certainly never have the spoons to be able to, like, as much as I would love to be able to do that sort of thing. But I admire her immensely because of that. And I think that would be something, outside of also with Tiffany, but I feel like I can't, I mean, you told us not to name them, right? So I will listen, unlike other people at this table. Gently.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a good thing that it's a good thing that Tiffany is between you two. Otherwise,
I guess
I wouldn't hurt a woman.
that's fair. I don't know if I should still be afraid or not. You know, but I think outside, you know, I think that's because like there have been like situations and things like that, and that she just felt so compelled to want to make a difference, and I think that is really admirable to be able to continuously want to do that, right? And so and there's a lot of other streamers and things like that as well too, but she's definitely, and I think it's probably because we're friends, you know? And so I think that it's also, if I ever have like questions regarding stuff and things like that, that she's also a really good resource and just is so willing to want to help provide education to help alleviate like the burden from like other like groups, and that oftentimes have to be the one to do like the educating and providing the resources, and she's like, no, I can, you know, like, and so she's able to like lift that and like take the time to make like commands and do the work, and it definitely has made me want to strive to be educated and to be, you know, worldly enough to be able to be a resource to people so that they don't like inundate people who constantly are just asked and harassed and forced or demanded of their time, you know.
Yeah.
And so that probably would be what I would say. So.
Yeah. And again, I've seen, as you said, I've seen some of Frank's works as well, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it just you just get amazed at how quickly this kind of stuff can come together. It's like, all right. And for yourself, Tiffany.
Besides me, of course. No, I'm kidding.
No, preach, do it.
No, I'm
hype
kidding.
yourself up. I believe in it.
My pick will be Steve and Spawn.
Ooh,
They're
yeah.
a disabled, a disabled streamer who every year they do something. They basically are not supposed to be here. And so with that being said, every year they always do something special. And this year for their birthday, they decided to try to raise $1 million for able gamers,
Wow.
which they did.
That
They
is
did
unbelievable.
it within a year,
Yeah.
in months actually. And Able Gamers is an amazing organization that helps disabled people get what they need in order to play video games and have that, you know, ability to enjoy video games, like, you know, people who are more fortunate, I guess that's the best term to say it. So Steven Spawn got so many people together, so many people to come together for Spawn together and get, you know, this $1 million goal of raising money for able gamers, and he did it. $1 million. I think it was like $1,020,000.
God damn.
So now I think he's
Amazing.
doing another one for 2022 when he wants to raise another $1 million for accessibility needs for children and up. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's a call. I think that's one of those things where you could sit there and you could basically take your you know, everything that you have and just do it for yourself, but it's taking your birthday and wanting your birthday wish to be to raise so much money to help people experience the fun that in video games is just takes a whole new different thing. So when he did that, I was like, okay, for my birthday I'll do the same thing. I'll raise money for the Lupus Foundation. And so I did. I'm going to do that every year now. Every year I'm going to be like, hey, it's my birthday, but we're raising money for the Lupus Foundation, not me today. So I want to do something like that because I really feel that we get the chance to have these years. A lot of other people don't. And, you know, sometimes it's good to like give up just one day for somebody else.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is
Beautiful.
unbelievable. That is that is 100% beautiful. Like holy heck. I mean, the fact that they're able to raise $1 million is just, that blows my mind. That is a ludicrous amount of money. And again, it's all to a good cause.
Can I register as a charity though?
What?
What?
No, nothing. Never mind me.
Oh.
Daddy choosing to be the role of the trickster here today.
Loki bun.
You best not start throwing knives across this table, or we're gonna have words.
I don't hurt women. God damn it.
Okay, alright. So, I guess for me, again, I'm not allowed to say any of you wonderful beings at this desk because, you know, you're all here. You're all here and already saying exactly what you, well, you know, a lot of people know what you do quite on a regular basis. But yeah, in terms of things that people outside of that, I feel like a lot of the people that I've met from Trans Lifeline and from the special effect recently, Ferociously Steph put together the Trans Lifeline stuff initially, and again, it was just a blast to be able to sort of like bounce ideas off of them. And then for special effect, we had Tilda T, and the pair of them, they operate things a little bit differently, but their end goal is still the same, and it's just being able to be around them and see what they do and them pitching their ideas and variety of things. It's like they're also incredibly polite to talk to and both very much humble, because it's like I know with Tilda especially, like they were just like, okay, you know, 1K should be a decent enough, and then we blew past and they were like, all right, we're not going to hit 2K then. And then we hit 2K, and Zilla's like, I don't know what to do anymore. It's like, so it's like, it's just, it's seeing these wonderful people be able to come up with these on a regular basis. And then obviously you've got groups that all put stuff together. I think one of my main inspirations for the way I started to do some of my incentives for my last charity stint, kind of taking inspiration from Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter, because on a yearly basis they do stuff for Extra Life, and every single time their entire weekends is just like, what are you doing to yourselves? I cannot understand this. But over time I then realized it's like, well, they're all doing it for a good cause, and you know, it's for the kids. And anytime I see stuff like that, I wish that I were a part of it. And it's like, you know, it's taken me the two Trans Lifelines and the special effects stint for me to realize I can have that fun. Yes, I'm a bit more restricted in what I can do, but I can still interpret stuff like that and, you know, draw inspiration for that and make it my own in some unique way. And it's great to be able to see these individuals combine their ideas into one humongous event. And not only are people enjoying it, people are still contributing, and they then go, okay, that was cool, but I know what we could do next time round, and we could fix this next time round. It's just like, I'm an ideas person, so being able to see them just come out with newer and fresh ideas every single year, it's like, like, I thought I was creative, but you were taking it to a whole other level. I have no idea what to really do. But that's why I want to be a part of it. And I feel like with every year that passes, I want to be part of it more and more and more. Which I guess brings me on to the next topic. Do any of you three have plans for charity projects coming up in the future, whether that be like the imminent future or a little bit further down the line? We'll start with Tiffany.
Do I have plans?
Maybe I should have came to you.
I am booked. I will be very honest. I'm booked till December.
Yo, wow.
A lot of charity organizations do seek me out to help raise money. I'm going to be raising money for the Sunshine Foundation. Doing Scarathon for, oh goodness, let me look at my calendar. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's what it's there for.
I'm doing so many different charities. I do a charity basically every week. So like I'm doing not the Scream-a-thon, but I'm doing Scarathon for Gamers Outreach, Sunshine Foundation, which is a foundation that helps disabled kids get equipment here in Canada, like wheelchairs and stuff like that, which is a phenomenal one. I have Gamers versus MS, which is another Canadian run charity where we do a relay race, and we basically when someone goes to sleep, the next person goes on, and we do like a team of raising money. There is I'm doing one for cancer coming up. I'm doing one for anti child briding and anti sex trafficking of children. There's Thanksmas coming up, of course. Epilepsy Foundation. I do the game on with Epilepsy Foundation every November because I have epilepsy. And yeah, that's then it's December.
Sure.
Wow.
It's a lot. I
Oh
have a
my
lot of
goodness.
charities, yes, and yeah, it's a lot going on with me. But yeah, it's just something I love to do. I do a charity every week, or if I can, at least 3 times a month.
Mhm.
Wow.
And it's just one of the things I just love to do, and yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like that was a loaded question, wasn't it? Or just like, oh,
See?
gee, let me ask Tiffany what their next upcoming plan is and how many they have. What could possibly go wrong?
I usually I plan I use like I said I get booked like charities come to me like, and then I guess ever since I got nominated in the Game Hers and the 1000 Dreams for their
Mhm.
awards,
Mm.
they've been like here, like, hey, I saw you on Game Her Awards and you do charity. I was like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
let me check my calendar.
Mhm.
But it's one of those things where yeah, I do a charity stream about every week if I can, if my lupus will allow it. And then whatever I raise is whatever I raise, and it's one more dollar than what they had, and that's all that matters.
Mhm.
As a by the by, for those of you
But
who are watching this live on chat or whether you're watching this on the VOD, if there is still time and you haven't done so already, please make sure to vote for Tiffany Rich in the Gamer Awards. I greatly appreciate
yeah,
it.
vote for me, y'all. Yeah, vote for me. Best most charitable run, I think is what it
Mhm.
most charitable something.
Mhm.
I'm up against a lot of stiff competition. Vote for me, please. I get this award for what I do. I'll be very.
Mhm.
I'm an underdog right now. I'm
Sure.
literally an underdog. I'm the lowest of the bar right now. So please vote for me.
I've
Oh,
I
done my
God.
appreciate
part.
you.
Mhm.
We will come to Daddy next. You got any charity plans coming up?
Well, I don't have anything that I'm planning right now.
Okay.
Right now I'm a part of Petrie's charity team,
Mhm.
I
Oh
guess, which
Mhm.
yes.
is
For
they're raising money for the UK Survivors Trust.
Mhm.
It's for people who are dealing with like sexual abuse and harassment and like that
Mhm.
in the UK.
Mhm.
But in the future, I would really love to do things that involve charities that like are trying to help people who are like either like suffer from mental illness and also disabled people because
Mhm.
I am like I'm considered mentally disabled, I guess. And it's really something um very close to me, because well, it's very very hard, to live life when you're very very different, and the way how society, always kind of covers that anything different.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like we think there is normal, and honestly there's not, because there's a lot of us who can relate to one another, and I really want to find ways to try and like get that information that you're not alone, like.
Mm.
But yeah, that's what I really want to do, hopefully.
And for a Picto, are you part of the Petri team as well,
I
or
am
you
with the Survivors
are?
Trust. Yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
I need to update my Tiltify bar for my scenes, and I have a post-it note on my desk, and I keep forgetting to update it. But yes, they've almost raised £2,000, which is incredible.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's astounding, and it is phenomenal. Um, in junction with that, I have been approached by a couple people. I need to like see if I always worry about not being able to contribute enough, but I think I need to reframe that mindset because like with what Tiffany said, that a dollar more or whatever more is still more than what they would have had if you hadn't gone through the
Hell
lengths
Yes.
of
yeah.
setting stuff up. And there have been a lot of times when I've reached out to individuals and been like, I'm really sorry, I don't know if I'm mentally strong enough to be able to go through and like make a, go into Tiltify and set everything up and stuff like this. And there have been a couple individuals that have reached back out to me and been like, I can do that for you if you're comfortable. and then all you have to do, like, if you're interested. And then of course I'm like, I'm a burden, and this whole tirade that I won't go down because that's not the point of the question. But I think that I'm really grateful, Tiffany. So thank you for reframing that. And I think that it was something that I just needed to hear again. It obviously isn't the first time that I've heard that, but I think that just in that sort of view, I think is something that it hit me different this time. So thank you for that. But stuff that I do have on the docket, yearly I do something for Best Friends Animal Society. That happens in March for the first year that they did it, they called it March Catness. And Ravison, the lovely gem of a human, I am eternally grateful. He coded and built out a cat bracket, or the bracat, if you will.
Yes, I know
and
this.
so we had both, like famous cats, like meme cats, community cats, and they go head to head, and people can like buy votes, and it's this like with donations for charity and things, you know what I mean? Like they can, like it's this sort of, it can be a very sort of heated thing, and we use like the Twitch poll system, and then all of the bits and everything that I raise as part of my contribution to Best Friends, like at the end of it, right? And so all of it goes to that, and then there's like a winner, and so I always look forward to that. So that's always something that I do like on like an annual sort of basis. But prior, to that, I always do Extra Life. I started in November, and I go from November to December, even though like my campaign's like open now. Again, I mean, I think I've talked about it every time that you've asked me a charity question. I'm like, Extra Life, they saved me. And so like, it's, it's one of those things to where like, it's so important. And so I always just want to make sure that I'm, that if I can do any one thing that my, that my mental and physical health will allow me to do, it will be Extra Life. And if I can only do like that one thing, like I will do my best, that's like the one, I can't do the 24-hour, I can't even do 12-hour streams. My body just doesn't, like I can't do that physically anymore. And so by giving myself the time to start it, like at the end of October, going into November, and then carrying it through, gives me the push to be able to feel incentivized to be able to do that, to help contribute. But I love Extra Life. It's, I mean, I think that that's obvious.
That is absolutely fine. And to be fair, it is a very good course, and that is literally next month. I keep forgetting that it's like it's November time. It's coming. So yeah, big time. And also just a quick shout out to Fresso. Thank you very much for that raid. I greatly appreciate it. I do have a special video. I do have a special video for that, but we are mid podcast, so would you all be okay with me just flinging on a quick
do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Go for it.
All right.
For Frezzo, anything. Do it.
All right. So for those of you who are currently in chat, and for those of you who are on VOD, and if you've never seen this before, hold on to your butts, because do you see that crown right there? It belongs to you now, Fresso. Thank you very much for that raid. Greatly appreciate it. And welcome on in to the Chaotic Charity Cast. I am your host, TK Layla. I come to you live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 6 p.m. BST. That is not happening this time round, though. Monday is being switched to Wednesday because I had chest pain and I struggled to breathe throughout the entire weekend, so I had to take yesterday off. So I'll be back tomorrow with that instead. We play a variety of games right here, and like I said, today is a special, wonderful charity podcast featuring myself, the fluffy dumpling doggo Pictobeam, the charity witch on Twitch, TiffanyWitcher, and of course, the wonderfully devious DaddiBun. Hello, welcome on back, my wonderful beans. So, holding on to whoa, Daddy, hello, what? Hold, and who gave you permission to hold on to Tiff's butt? Not the reaction I was expecting. It's absolutely fine. Do not worry about it. Wait, you can't hear the other guest. They didn't hear any of that. They didn't hear any of it. No.
Oh, no. No.
Maybe that was Twitch going, you know what? I should probably censor this conversation right now.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I think they're saying it's only my voice.
I think it's everybody's. Are we
think
back now?
I think we're back.
Blame Daddy.
I blame
No.
Daddy.
Are we good?
Are we good?
Wow.
I think we do. Yeah. Wow. Some more. I'm pretty sure the chat didn't hear you.
Wow.
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 What have I done?
No.
Okay. All right. We got that out of our system now.
Yes, we're good. Yes.
Okay. To be fair, time to reenact. No. We will not be reenacting that. Thank you very much. No more butts. No more butts are being touched. We're absolutely fine now. We've got our butt touching done. I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They assumed
Let me-
Daddy was muted
let me-
only because she was the one who was spoken to. Yeah, it was. I think it was the entire panel. Unfortunately, bad
That's
Twitch.
okay.
Bad Twitch.
You know?
How dare you? But to be fair, like for those of you who are tuning on in and are like, oh, they censored the conversation. I guess this stream is supposed to be say so. But believe me, if you'd heard the stuff that was going on before we went live, you wouldn't be saying that.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm restricting myself so hard, you have no idea.
Well,
Oh my
I
goodness.
did have like a whole warning page right at the start that says
That is true. You did.
It says, do not worry, like warning, there will be strong language in this stream. But to be fair, I feel like any podcast that exists, like you could have topics lined up for days, and
Sure.
it would still devolve into some form of a joke that leads to laughter, and it's just like, okay. We'll start throwing cake across the room any moment, I'm sure.
What kind of cake? Fruit cake?
This strawberry cake right here.
Oh, okay.
For example.
Delicious.
Yeah, it is very delicious. Please catch it with your mouth. I don't know why that was.
no.
I don't know why that was funny in my head. Like I couldn't say the whole sentence. I'm like, what? Why can't I
like
say that?
chocolate.
Chocolate cake's nice.
But where's my fork? Oh my
Where's
god.
my fork? The fork is right there. It's next to the plate. Did you see
Oh,
it?
thank you.
Are we gonna all use the same fork? Is that what's going on?
No, oh hell no. Get your
I
own
brought
fork.
my own.
Hey, go Picto's prepared.
Never go home without it.
God damn it.
Doesn't even make any sense. Who the heck brings a fork everywhere they go?
My hand is my fork.
Oh, there. Okay, sure.
Alright, Daddy, alright. Oh god. Oh goodness.
We've
Oh, the three.
become degenerates.
I love the fact that the three of us are losing my minds and Tiffany's just like, One of
She's
us.
very
I guess-
professional.
The only one among us.
You wanna, yeah, if you wanna call it that sometimes.
Ooh, hey, well, yes, that's just my travel.
You
info.
you
Thanks,
were
Sammy.
warned, folks.
You were indeed. Okay. Great. Chat have latched onto a joke and will not stop, which is typical chat.
That's just my traveling fork.
It's very versatile. It's got me reminiscing.
We're just MacGyver.
Oh, God. You think we're in a precarious position, but don't worry, I got my trusty traveling fork.
What have I done?
If it makes you feel, any better, Picto, if it makes you feel any
sure,
better,
yes.
I have a very good friend called Mavis DeLuna, and Mavis likes to say wig for stuff like, oh yeah, like surprise, like, oh yeah, that's awesome, that wig. Unfortunately, on the first podcast that I ever run, they unfortunately made a slight error of judgment and was just like, yeah, it's like you got scalped. And both me and Abel very quickly went, excuse me? You got scalped? Like, that's not a good thing.
Does she mean like wigs off?
They
Oh.
yeah, they absolutely meant, throw a wig off and whatnot, but they were just like, nope. No.
That's
And
that's
unfortunately,
a little.
that became a running joke when I next did
Sure.
like an interview with them, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's this date for the Undertale anniversary, and Mav was just like, oh yeah, wig, and me without batting an eyelid went, no, I like my hair, it is, thank you. We both just lost it.
Oh no.
It's like, no, that's not what I meant.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so do not worry. It will not be. You weren't the first, and it most certainly will not be the last.
Sure.
To just have a running joke with. But yeah, if I come into your stream next time and just be like, "Where's your fork?"
I'll have it ready.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll whip it out for you.
Oh, baby.
Phrasing.
Wait, hold on.
Phrasing.
I was like, how can I bait Tiffany? I'll do it. I'll get them to say it. I did it. I'm proud of myself now. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to tap out. Thank you for having me.
No, you don't.
But
Yeah, so you'll notice that there is an emergency button that says eject if things get too far, and down goes Picto.
Oh, no. I was just joking.
Okay, let's get you back up. Let's get you back up here. There you go. Hello.
I
again.
got back on track.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, all right. Oh, don't you dare bring hitchhikers into this, puppy. I swear. No.
Oh, no.
My puppy bringing out the towel reference. It's like, no, get the galaxy out of here.
It's all about forks here.
Oh, boy. Oh, goodness me. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, like, your stream on, like your stream sometimes has no idea what's going on outside of the stream, and you just come in, just be like a giant fork, and people are like, what the heck's up with the fork? And there'll be like a couple people who'll be like, oh, we know what it is. Don't say a word.
I mean, I think we all have that, right? Like, I mean, I know I do. I thought of like 4 things right away. I mean, there's like the Bone Lord.
Oh
know,
my god.
You know what I mean? Like people come in and if they have no idea, they're like, what is this video I'm watching? I'm like, hee, everyone get your patellas ready. And they're like, what is going on? You know, I think that it's pretty normal. Which is kind of unfortunate, you know what I mean? But like, but also not.
I was very thankful to be one of the ones who saw that initially and also knew the context of the don't you start spamming the bone dances. Don't you start spamming the bone dances, chat. No.
It's all about the bone zone, you know?
Oh my god. Oh great. Well, there it goes. Well, I hope you like dancing bones, chat, for the next few minutes because
phrasing.
Oh my, what in earth is content is what's going on, Poxy.
Your water what?
Oh my god, what?
I don't know. I heard my water just broke.
What?
I should hope not.
I have no idea.
Not on
I'm
this,
just scared.
Not on this desk, it will not.
I didn't even know. It's like I'm the Antichrist, if that's the case.
Well,
I'm so sorry. You know, I promised I'd be on good behavior, and look where I got you. I'm just...
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is...
Wow.
I have no words.
That hurts.
I joke.
Wow. Hey, listen, I'm just
Fair.
concerned.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. Are we done?
Moving right along, what do you got next on the docket for us?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. First I'm gonna clarify what I'm doing here. I am taking a drink of water because I need it right now. I can't drink it without that. Okay.
AOE hydrate?
Hydrate or dihydrate?
Oh, please don't dehydrate at this table.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Calm.
Only on this table?
Oh no. Daddy just goes like right
Listen.
next to it on the floor.
Calm.
I'm just making sure.
Calm.
Sure. No. Yeah.
Calm.
Calm.
Calm. No panic. Calm.
Calm.
Collected.
Yes. There we go.
Breathe in, 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to
Breathe
slap
out.
you.
1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. And then out. 1, 2, 3.
Think of puppies. The stars.
If I think of puppies, I'm just going to think of the one who's downstairs watching this.
Oh. Oh no.
Aww.
That's cute though.
Think of the stars. Think of chocolate. Think of candy.
Don't. I'm already hungry.
Think of forks.
I'm getting hungry. You gonna pay for my lunch right now? Because y'all making me hungry.
I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can pull some money in real quick.
Who are you again?
Oh, okay. So in that case, I like Taco Bell and I'm craving it right now. So if y'all want to donate $20 to my PayPal, I would appreciate it.
The coffee link. Drop it in chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like
Oh,
I would appreciate
There we
some
go.
Taco Bell
Somebody
right
get
now.
Tiff some Taco Bell, goddammit.
I mean, it is Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday.
It
See,
is Taco Tuesday, yeah. I'm very sorry for derailing everything.
You are absolutely
You are
fine.
fine.
I have watched and listened to my fair share of podcasts where a topic is happening and then just out of nowhere it's derailed and it takes an age to even get back on track. Sometimes the podcast will just devolve for the next hour and that's it.
Sure.
Which, to be fair, you know, this is fine. It's absolutely fine. You disable the Taco Bell redeem. Good. Good.
God dang it.
Oh.
Good. Yeah, one of my sound alerts is literally the gong from the Taco Bell.
Oh,
Oh.
So no. I was smart. I disabled the alerts before. The banter is my personal favorite part of podcast, frankly. I mean, let's be real. A podcast that has topic conversation, serious time, and fun time. It's a nice, lovely little balance. It's a nice
Yeah.
meal. It's a taco, if you will.
Sure. Does that mean that I get to be like, what part of the meal would like the degenerate be then?
How do I say this without saying junk food?
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Right, chicken.
That's fair. I'll take it.
That's fine. I mean, to be fair, a meal from a fast food place can involve a burger, some chips, the sauces. So I guess if you really
Sure.
want to... Who wants to be the
Sure.
nuggets? Who wants to be the chicken nuggies?
The shortest
Sure.
one.
I'm not being the nuggets. Hello?
I said the shortest
Oh,
one.
I thought you said the tallest one. I was like, okay.
The tallest one should be the French fries.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm more of a milkshake, but okay.
I mean the drink.
Ooh.
Haha.
Yeah, the drink is the tallest one, right?
There we go.
The bev. Are
The
the
bev.
nuggets dinosaur shaped? That's a good question.
Ooh. Actually, that's a fair point.
I think it's Tiff shaped since she's the shortest, I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Fun
like
fact.
little witch hats.
Okay,
Like
now.
rose?
Oh, okay.
Why are there not
Oh.
witch nuggets? Okay, this is like listen to me.
I would pay that. I would pay for that.
Yes.
We gotta market that. There you go.
Let's
There's
go.
there's your market. There's your merch
But he's like
idea.
3 feet. I'm not 3 feet. 1.8.
To be fair,
My favorite is the 0.8.
in all
To be
fair,
fair.
Centimeters supremacy. I'm 158 centimeters.
Sure.
listen. If I'm just very glad that Puppy is not in this conversation, because if she was, she would absolutely be the Nuggets, because she's probably the shortest out of everyone here. But then again, she also cost. No, but then again, I can't do the Lalafell joke because Picto plays as a Lalafell, so I'm like, damn
I'm
it,
not
never
one
mind.
now.
Are you not? What are you now?
I'm a cat girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is fine.
Yeah.
In which case, Puppy, yes, you are officially the potato then.
I mean, I have my Fantasia to go back. It was just that was what
Because that was a
Miko was what won the charity. So
yes, that's what I thought. Because I know streamer that I follow, Deja. They did a charity thing recently, and they turned into a what's the race called? Big buff lady. Rogadin.
oh, the Rogadin, sure,
Ooh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That was it.
Ephemeral, we
hot.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have Sangol on my main, on my European data center, but then I made, I think I actually still have Timolin on your data
You
center,
do.
but I haven't been
You
on them
do.
for
Rest
a
in
while,
peace.
so I do apologize. I haven't been on them in a while, but the fact that I've done so much work with Avalon, I sent them over to Crystal to join in with a few other friends, so I'm like, at some point, I may just do the same with Timolin, just see if I can, but then again, the data hopping thing will be up soon, quotation
Hopefully,
marks,
yeah.
so you'll definitely
Sure.
be, I'll send Soundguard over and that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. I like the fact that we've suddenly started talking about critically acclaimed MMO. I'm not going to do the spiel. Do not worry,
RBG
chat.
Final Fantasy
I will
14 with
not-
the extensive free trial that exists not only within the base game of Realm Reborn, but it also includes the
Heavens.
award-winning first expansion, Heaven's Word, all the way up to level 60, no limits on playtime, absolutely free. That
I keep
Pretty
forgetting to
fun.
do the
Oh,
car
so
thing. I need to do the car thing. I don't think I have
Oh,
much
I don't know.
time.
I don't know if you'll be able to get enough MGP.
They'll probably do it again in a couple years.
Oh,
Okay.
they will. Oh, yeah, they will. 100% they will. They like clockwork, probably like 2 years.
So
Yeah, I'll
the,
wait 2 years.
The event runs between now and I think it ends on the 18th. I think it's when it
Yeah,
ends.
next
Yeah,
week.
I'm not gonna make it. There's
No,
way I can make it
no,
before
no.
2000.
I mean, we could turn on like the MGP buffs and stuff for you if you need.
Wait,
I haven't like I
event?
have a bunch in there.
There's
For the
The Final
car.
Fantasy 15 event where you can, if you have,
You get a
you go
car.
through as long as you've well, I mean you're up your end game. But you have to have a Realm Reborn completely done. Like you have to have like Ultimate Weapon, like that quest complete. And then there's like a quest, a level 50 quest that you can pick up, and you hang out with Noctis and you do some shenanigans. And then once you finish all of that, you can go to the Gold Saucer and get his triple triad card, the
Hairstyle?
hairstyle, and then the car.
Hairstyle.
Yeah.
His hair, his like hair from the game.
Yeah. You scalp Noctis.
Oh
Nice.
no, don't I? Oh god,
Sorry.
it's okay.
I blame Mavis on that one.
That's okay.
But no, seriously, the car can seat 4 people and it's great.
Yeah, and it's inherently free, right? Like
because
which is dope.
It's what is it? It's 200,000 MGP, and you get that from
Yes.
doing the mini games, the chocobo racing, the parkour, the slices right, which I am
By
very
the
good
way,
at.
Layla,
Oh.
the 3 of us are in the same FC, so
What?
just throwing that in there.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah, you're missing out. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Yeah, we're all in the same guild.
You 3
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
all on the same data center, all on the
Yeah,
same server,
same-
and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Why
There's
did
also
nobody tell
other
me this sooner?
VTubers. There's also other VTubers with us. There's Petri. There's Scarberry. Scarberry. There's Kit DeLoon. There's Park That Bum. I can't remember who else, but like, yeah.
And other streamers, there's Ravison.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Alchemy
Stinky
has
Rat,
her
we
alt.
call him.
Yeah, Stinky Rev.
Hey, puppy, I'm about to have 3 alts now. God
Just
damn it.
move your main.
There is no way I am moving Sarangirl car for... Well, first and foremost, I can't because I have my FC. I have a house in Light Phoenix. That's impossible. But...
I mean, you can sell it. Oh, okay.
Wait, you can sell your house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can sell the house, yeah. You can
Yeah,
sell
but
the
there's no
house.
guarantee to like bring it back, like to get something, you know, like on like the different server and stuff. I
Yeah.
respect it though. I understand. I wouldn't want you to sacrifice. Like if someone was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
move from Exodus, I'd be like, no, I have my home in Mist. You could pry it from my dead, lifeless fingers. I refuse. I won't ever give it up. So
Yeah.
I respect it.
To be fair, I remember trying to find a house for the longest time, and then when the patch dropped that brought out all the new housing, I was like, I will set an alarm and I will make sure I am up as early as possible to make sure I can get on there. And I got in when there was nothing taken. And it was the rarest sight I think I've ever seen is to walk into a housing session and there be no houses built at all. It's
Right.
like, what?
I'm
So yeah,
I'm
that
so
was-
looking forward to Ishgard housing because of that. Ugh,
Yeah.
But
I,
yeah.
We've been trying to get an FC house.
I know. I'm up to like 52 plots now. I don't.
Holy heck. But yeah, I got a small house in the Mist. Is where I got ours because we pretty much were stationed at Limsa for the longest time. We were just like, you know what? Sure, let's go to Limsa. It'll probably be the quietest of the lot of them because we figured that Kagani would probably be a pain, and it probably was. Apparently, Kagane sold out before it even managed to get my house. So yeah, Kagane was really bad, which
Oh yeah.
no surprise there. So yeah, we made the right
Yeah.
decision. But yeah, it is one of those things where if I didn't have a house, I'd probably fling Sarangirl over because she's up to end game and she's my main and I've done so much with her. But with the house, it's like.
Oh yeah, and also like there's like the issues with like ping and everything else. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of perks to stay on a data center that's closer to where you are centrally located.
Yeah, I've been like I said, I've been playing with Avalon in Crystal, and the ping has been okay. There's been a few instances where it's been like I was 100% out of that AoE, and you have still debuffed me. What the heck are you doing? So,
Sure.
but otherwise, it's not been that bad. So, yeah, I've not seen any difference on my ties. Yeah, pretty much, puppy. Pretty much. But yeah,
Interesting.
but yeah, the fact that I do have Timulan there, and I do have backstory and character build up for Timulan already in my head, I'm like, I could level them, but I also don't know
if
what
you
I
wanted
want to.
to. There's no pressure.
But I want to
For
play
me-
with you all.
Sure.
I mean,
Now
there's
that I
other
know-
games. We can play
Yeah.
other games.
Like, now that I know all 3 of you are there, I'm like, because I know Picto was there, because I created my character with interacting with Picto in mind. I didn't know all of you were there. So,
Oh,
like.
Exodus.
It's Exodus, puppy. Oh, Picto's typed it in. There you go. I only have later to play with currently. Yeah, I at least, I'm not on the same server, but because I'm in the same data bank in Crystal for Avalon, I get to play with Deja, and that, these past couple of weeks have really helped me just focus on stuff when I've gotten work done. I'm like, okay, I want to play Final Fantasy 14 now. Oh, Deja's live, and they're doing their dailies. I could join in. And
Oh, sure.
they've been so helpful and welcoming with that. So, yeah, it's been nice to have someone to play with. So I feel like if we had that, if I was able to do that as well, and I know Puppy for sure would very much enjoy your company because, you know, you and Puppy Picto are just you know, you both are hella cute. You both do your crafting, and I just feel like Puppy would just lose a whole lot of time with you.
I mean, I am omni all everything with
This is
in
true.
regards to like trade stuff. So, you know, could always if you need anything, weapons, clothes,
Weapons.
weapons,
What the hell
jewelry.
just hit my leg? What just happened there? What the heck?
Sorry, it was me.
No, please don't be like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
No, it's okay.
Wait, what happened?
I'm
Oh,
playing footsies.
Oh, okay.
no, it's called Sam.
Oh,
Hello,
yes.
you.
No.
The cat?
fur baby.
Oh, he's my
Mm,
cat.
cat.
He's my precious voidy boy. He's also just disabled my VC face.
Oh no.
Who's a good boy?
No. He's the opposite of a, well, he is still a very good boy.
I'm surprised Oliver hasn't tried breaking in yet. This is incredible. I think this is like the longest that he's like not tried to
Oh no.
infiltrate.
Oh no.
Don't say that.
No,
When
knock
did
on wood,
he-
right?
I,
Like, what is he getting up to, right?
yeah. I hope he's not peeing outside the door.
Oh no! Don't even joke.
No.
You're not gonna let me in? I'll show you. Psst.
Oh no, he would do that though. That's the scary thing.
No. Okay, I should be back.
Okay, welcome back.
Normally this works. Why are you not? There we go. Wow.
Eh.
Normally that works on time.
Magic. Mm-hmm.
Rudeness. I blame the signal down here in Mugenkan. Alright. Right. Have you got a Sam hiding? I like the fact that because you capitalized that, Jay, I immediately thought samurai. Because you capitalized
Do you
it.
have a samurai hiding? Oh God! Please God, no! Oh God! Hopefully they're not level 80.
Oh, I hope not. Well, they'll be level 90 soon. Oh my goodness me. That's actually a fair point. Are we all looking forward to Endwalker?
Yes,
Wow. What a yes that was.
I'm still catching up.
that's
Oh.
okay.
Trying to make time.
Oh gosh! I
That-
mean, and the game will be there for you no matter what. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
There is no rush.
yeah. And if
Wait.
you ever need help with anything like running stuff or anything like that, but
Yes.
I
let us
know.
know.
I know. With wait, before I say where I am with Avalon, whereabouts are you, Tiffany?
Wait, what?
In
where are you in the game?
in 14?
The second expansion.
So you're
Oh,
still in Heaven's Order. Okay.
Mhm.
I have just gotten done with the main quests for Heaven's Ward, but I'm currently doing the patch stuff for Heaven's
Oh,
Ward.
sure. Mhm.
That's with Avalon. Like I said, Sound Girl is already up to date, so
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't need to worry. She could just take it easy over in Phoenix for the time being. She's
Sure.
fine. But yeah, that is pretty much my aim as well, to try and get as much done as possible. I've sped through quite a fair bit, so...
Mhm.
And to be fair, like, I forget how quickly you level up just not doing anything, because I'm like,
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm at 63 already, and like I said, I haven't exited the patches yet, so I'm like, this is going to give me a massive head
Oh.
start in Tumblr.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely.
Gosh, I used to have some friends who would tell me off if I overleveled too early, and I'm like, is that really a bad thing? I'm like, yes, I have to be synced down for solo duties, but it's making fights outside of that a breeze, so what's the
Sure.
harm? There's no
I
harm in
think,
that.
yeah. I think for me, it's always been like I feel like if I'm take for instance like with Shadowbringers, right? Like when you hit 80 and you still have quests to do, like that are still like in the 70s, so you're not getting experience. To me, it was like, oh God, I'm squandering away this
Yeah.
fictitious currency of XP. I'm wasting it. I need something to level. So that's kind of like where I am at in terms of with that. But
Okay.
that's the only thing to me, at least. But I mean, but if you choose to only level one job, like you do you, I'm proud of you. I know that with Apple, because I've been playing through the story on an alt, and I started with Dragoon, and then when I got to Heaven's Word, I picked up Machinist, and so I got Machinist. So I'm kind of leveling them like in tandem, so they're both they're both at 61, and I just got to Stormblood, and so I have, so I mean, so they're at like basically at level, right? So I think that like 63, if you're only leveling the one job, seems about right, considering with me splitting the experience between the other two.
It's funny
Right?
it's funny that you say Machinist, because that's literally what Avalon is. I did Bard up until I could get Machinist, and then I immediately went to Machinist. And
Oh,
I've
sure.
been enjoying that so far.
Sure. Yeah, Machinist is fun.
It's
I really enjoyed it a lot.
It's more fun than I was expecting, which is
Yeah,
always
same.
nice.
Same. It was my last aiming to work on. And I think with Boba, I think I'm in like 65 or something like that. But I think out of all of them, oh no, I'm getting a scam likely. My apologies. I think that it might be, you didn't hear me say this, and I know there's going to be documentation of this, but I will be like, no, I didn't say this. I think it might be my favorite aiming job. This is coming from a former dancer main, right? I really, really enjoy Machinist. It's a fun time.
Oh, I'll hold you to that one. To be fair, I'm cool with that. Oh my goodness me! Oh,
Ooh.
good. Thank you, puppy. Thank you, puppy.
Ooh, I love getting to go in and ban and report bigots. It's my kink.
Oh, what they say?
Wow.
What they say?
I'm gonna go and do that in my channel right now.
What they say?
Oh God, that felt nice.
What they say? Vampire Hunter D. Don't you disgrace a good anime?
Right?
Thank you very much. I feel like every single one of us just immediately dunked on them.
Were they racist?
Nah.
No.
What did they say something? Did they say something bigoted?
They said something about that.
Yeah.
They said something negative towards our pronouns.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, he can eat my ass and suck my dick, okay? Anyway.
Don't give them the privilege.
No.
Right?
That's
I'm
true.
sorry. That's true.
Hold on, let me report. I'll do that.
I like this, the string, the string of every streamer at this desk going to their own channels and going, ban.
Yup.
This is why I have this wonderful preface at the top of the show that says, if you misbehave, you will be timed and or banned, depending on the situation. And if you come out immediately with stuff like that, A, that's a horrible first impression, and B, that's a surefire way of getting yourself banned from every single person in this room.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't understand. I always say, like, even if you don't agree or, like, don't like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. The person is not hurting themselves or hurting me or hurting anyone else. Let them do whatever the fuck they want. Who cares?
Yep.
Just let's live like, just like, damn.
Which actually, now that I think about that, and it does make me wonder. So, first and foremost, I feel like each and every single one of us as this desk is part of the LGBTQ plus scene in some way, shape, or form. Am I right in saying that? Is there, has there been a moment where you have seen a charity specifically that is towards LGBTQ plus, and you have looked at it and gone, either I want to take part of that, or you have taken part in it and have something that you've taken away from it, whether it's been like a good experience or the people that are involved are of the same like-minded nature as yourself? Like, has there been any kind of ones that have been standout for ones for the LGBTQ plus? And for that, I'd like to start with... We'll start with Picto.
Sure. Um, I have raised money twice for the Trevor Project, which is an incredible, phenomenal organization. Um, and what I always find really lovely, and this also extends out past just their organization into like a lot of organizations that
Mm.
help contribute under like the LGBTQA umbrella, right? Um, is just how interactive they are and how that they quickly realized that streaming, like, basically in sort of like content creation in general, that by connecting with influencers and streamers and content creators, that they are able to further their journey and growth, like as an organization. And so it's really always really lovely when they're able to take the time and um join in like for streams or be able to help, like contribute, whether it be, like showcasing stuff somehow or helping provide things to bolster for like giveaways, you know what I mean, like that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like that sort of mutual growth and um to help foster like success and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, Trevor Patrick was like one of the first ones that I worked with within streaming, right? I had done some stuff with previous jobs that I had worked at because I had been in like that role in terms of for helping with like charity, like putting stuff together. I was like I don't remember the title. It was some sort of like chairperson gig that they gave me because they were like, "Oh, Picto's really good at that stuff. We'll just give that to them." And but I think that in terms of within like the streaming sphere, I just think that it's really, really cool, like getting to see and them understanding like that it's a viable source to be able to bolster their growth to be able to make a positive change.
Yeah, I would absolutely go with that as well. Daddy, I don't know if you have taken part in any of the any charities focused on LGBTQ plus. So I guess what I will ask you instead is that are there any that stand out to you, like any ones that you've seen that you really enjoy seeing what they do on a regular basis?
Uh, eh, just like unfortunately, because of like very personal and safety reasons, to my I can't
Oh,
I won't like participate in this question, but
that's fine.
I
That's fine.
like I want to say that no matter what it is, I will always support anything that will help people be safe and not being treated in a different way just because they're different.
That is absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
I will not push you any
I'm
further than that.
sorry.
No, that is absolutely
No,
fine.
It's all good.
You are
yeah,
absolutely
you're
valid.
great.
The fact that you are able to say that, and again, I should also probably point out that anytime anybody comes onto a podcast like this, if I ever ask a question that you're not comfortable with, you are absolutely fine to say I can't quite answer this. You don't have to give me a specific reason. It is absolutely fine. So do not worry about it. That's absolutely cool. So in which case, Tiffany, what are some LGBTQ plus groups that you have been a part of that you've enjoyed their kind of aura and what they're doing?
I've done a lot of charities for LGBT groups, from Trans Lifeline to the Trevor Project, but the one that really sticks out to me was it's called the Trans Women of Color Collective.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And they are,
They're incredible too.
yeah, they are an
Yeah.
amazing organization that really, really highlights trans women of color, from indigenous to disabled. And it's an amazing organization that, they not only help with that, but they also help with paying for their legal fees and housing and so many things that they really, really help with helping trans women of color, because unfortunately trans women of color have a higher death rate, especially in America right now. So, being that they are an organization that I definitely have been following for a bit, that's one organization that I feel needs to be looked at more, but also
Mm-hmm.
it is a fantastic organization.
Yeah, and I'm very glad that you brought that one to light as well. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for that, because I was just like, I feel like at this point, like I so like in my head, I have like a few names that I normally go to with charity stuff, but then there are some
Sure.
that exist that I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize about this. Whether it's because of the fact it's my first time hearing it, or it's like I've heard it in passing but not properly looked into it. So the fact that I'm gonna walk away out of this podcast having even more groups to follow and look at is just, it's exactly what I need to hear. And I think a lot of people are going to be the same as well. Like, they be able to hear these kind of different charities and realize that, oh, this one is actually more to me than I was initially expecting. So massive thank you for that, Tiffany. I think that's a really, really great cause for that one.
Yeah.
I guess for me, obviously, I've mentioned it already, which is the Trans Lifeline. You said it as well, Tiffany. Trans Lifeline has always been a great one to be able to support, especially since it was my first big group project for a very long time, and being able to take part in that and see what other people do. It was just a good collection. Like, you would pretty much raid into the next person. They would make you feel welcome, let you all know what's going on, if they'd only just been live, if they've been live for a little bit longer. And then it's just, they've got their own set of incentives, they've got their own air, they've got their own way of doing things, and you get to see a lot of different things like that. And obviously, you can't always see them all because time zones are a thing, but at the same time, you look back, you see the clips, you see the montages, and you're like, yeah, I would like to work with this bunch again, because they're all phenomenal in what they do. And obviously, Trans Lifeline being a wonderful project in and of itself, and obviously with peer-to-peer pride behind them as well, and obviously the full website that they've done when Twitch wasn't being its best and still kind of questionable today. That website is phenomenal, and again, without that website, I would not have found even more Twitch streamers than before, because it was just like, they've got all the tags, they've got people on here who want to see this used, and it's like, it's amazing how quickly they got that out. It's just a phenomenal thing to see that happen. And then obviously Twitch finally, plays catch up. They bring out the tags as well. But just the way the website works, it's just wonderful. And it's got tags for everything, not just for those in the LGBTQ plus space, but those who have disabilities, who have stuff like closed captions so that people can follow along at home. It's just the work they do, both on screen and behind the scenes, is just it's wonderful to see that all play out. Now I will ask if any of you three have questions from your respective communities that you think might be good questions for us to answer. If you don't, that's also fine. But there's 10 minutes left until we hit the 2-hour mark, so if there are any questions that you would like to throw out, feel free to throw them out, and we will do our best to answer them if we are comfortable enough. So yeah, do any of you three have questions from your communities, or did nobody ping? Which is absolutely fine if nobody did, because
I told them yesterday that their homework was if they were able to make it today and they had questions, if they could bring them up. But
I don't think I do, honestly. I will be very honest. I don't think I do,
Sure.
unless anyone in my community is in here.
Right.
I don't think so.
That's absolutely fine. It's fine if not, because we've had chances to be able to just chat about a variety of things. I say a variety of things. The things that we've talked about between the charity topics have been forks and Final Fantasy 14.
I'll accept full responsibility.
Well, for both of those.
Ouch. That's fair.
What about chat?
What, you want chat to take responsibility?
Yes, it's
No,
their it's their
yes.
responsibility.
It's always chat's fault.
Yes. Well, regardless, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity just to come on and talk about things and get to spend a little bit of time to be in the space. I really appreciate it a lot.
I do too.
I will. God damn it! You're gonna make me cry. You.
Yeah, cry. I'm sorry. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Wow.
Here's your fork. It's a traveling fork, but it's also it's a comfort fork.
It's
So
it's a comfort fork.
you can just cuddle it.
I didn't realize. I didn't.
Scratch your head with it.
Great.
It'll love you. It'll provide you comfort from itches.
Why do I now have in my head a body pillow of a fork?
I want that
Ooh.
now. Thank you. There's now my merch idea, right? So I offered the witch chicken nuggets, and now in return I have been gifted with the wonderful idea of a fork body pillow. So thank you. I'm gonna go take that one to the bank.
The worst part is someone will likely buy them.
Me.
Why is that the worst part?
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
How dare you?
Are you a spoon person?
Trying to judge our
Trying
way
to
of
create-
life?
Trying to create discourse with utensils?
Do
What do you want, a ladle?
Oh, that's got. Oh no.
Listen, a ladle sounds cuddly.
That's true, and it could double as a hat.
It probably could.
They're probably good.
Easy to spoon. Easy to spoon.
Easy to spoon. That curve. That's true. The fork could, could be a little prongy.
Okay, chat.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Chat, you have your homework from the Chaotic Frontier here. Whoever wants to do it, you are to design a dated sim for cutlery.
A dating sim. Incredible.
I love you, Colonel Sanders. That's close enough.
Oh,
Herbs and spices.
Ooh, okay. As I was going to say, Fork Senpai is noticed.
Can the fork have like the personality of a Stinian, since he's a dragoon and their weapon sometimes looks like a fork?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Such a fun too.
That he could be the the knife or the ladle, because that, oh my gosh, we're just gonna what
the small
what cutlery?
the teaspoon has to be a Lalafell. The teaspoon has to be a Lalafell.
Can be a Pippin,
There you go.
Oh, Pippin! Like the Hobbit?
like kinda.
Yeah, I was gonna say you are close. You are kind of you're close. Oh God. Right. Okay. All right. The Stream Deck marker button is going to hate me in a moment if I keep pressing.
Oh sure, understandable.
Oh gosh. Oh, my chest. Ow. I still have not.
no.
I still have not properly. Okay,
I know
so
we need you to live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
I am doing my best. I am doing my best. Believe me. It's the worst part is the worst part about the chest pain for me is the fact that I cope with pain by telling terrible jokes and laughing, as my wonderful wife puppy can attest to. Unfortunately, because the pain is literally underneath my left boob, pretty much where the lungs kind of are. Every time I cough or I laugh, the pain starts to get worse. So yeah, it sucks that my coping mechanism is now betraying me at the moment. So I can't. It was worse during the weekend. Like any time I giggled, it would just be like boof, and there's the pain. I'm like, well, thanks.
Oh no.
It's all right. I hope I'm getting better. I mean, doctors say they can't find anything, but then again, that's how it be. As I was going to say, I just want to thank every single one of you. I mean, when I initially had an idea to run a podcast, I think it was one of those things where I was scared to do so. I wasn't sure if it was going to be received. I had pitched ideas to other communities in the past and just been flat out ignored and swept to the side. So I just assumed that would be a thing that would happen to me again. And the group that I was a part of last time round were like, oh, that's an awesome idea. Would love to be a part of that. And it's like, building up that confidence, slowly starting to get myself used to doing podcasts and the chatting and letting people do their thing. It's been like, I've been enjoying it. And so organizing this was a massive, like, combination of fear, nerves, and hope, I guess, because it's like, obviously, I cherish each and every single one of you for a variety of different reasons. DaddiBun, I've been watching you with Picto and with Petri and a variety of others, and I've been wanting to reach out for you for quite a while. Picto, you are a hecking great friend. I've been watching you for so long that I've always wanted to do a collaboration with you. So it's been like,
Sure.
And then with Tiffany,
Long time coming.
I know, and I can't thank you enough for that. And then with Tiffany, it's just been a case of, again, I've watched you for such a long time, and I've just been like, will Tiffany have the time for something like this?
That was my worry too.
I'm always busy.
Incredible.
Which is why I was like, not only would Tiffany have the time, but would Tiffany prioritize something like this over everything else that they're doing? I'm like, I just had no idea
I tried my best.
if anyone would say, if anybody would say yes to it. So when you all pretty much got back at a similar time, all going, yeah, I would be up for that. I'd be like, oh my god. And it's like the past month and a half has just been me fretting, making sure the podcast looks great, getting hold of assets, telling myself not to message too much because I feel like I'm going to be a pain in everyone's backside if I keep messaging. But yeah, to have it work out the way it has done, I apologize for my stuttery nerves at the start, but
Not
to
at
be
all.
fair,
You did great.
thank you. To be
Cry.
shut up.
Wow. The hell?
I mean that lovingly though. You know, like if you gotta let it out is more of where. But I was just trying to be
fair.
funny.
You tried. You tried. But seriously, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate
Happy to do
it.
so.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
VC crashed.
Oh no!
no.
Oh, sorry. The tears.
Apparently
Always
VC,
good,
apparently VC and the camera don't like it when the tears start. So oopsie whoopsie.
That's valid. I know that pain.
And also, weirdly enough, the leap motion was still going, so it's like my hands were still flailing, but my model was just stuck.
I feel like
Which-
that's dangerous.
Oh gosh.
That is a little dangerous. Okay, I'm back. Hooray. That was weird. Can you not do that again, VC? Just survive for 3 more minutes. That's all I ask.
Just 3 more minutes.
It's
That's
all
all
I
you gotta do.
ask from you. But no, seriously, you have all been wonderful, and I cannot thank you all enough for just doing this. It's been... Thank you. Obviously, before we go, I have to ask the wonderful question. From furthest right to left, so we'll start with tigers. Not tigers. Daddy.
Daddy.
This is what I mean.
You did so good. It's okay. You're flushed. You know, you have a lot on your mind. You're very emotional, and I provoked that, so it's understandable. You know.
DaddiBun, where can these wonderful beans find you?
Well, I'm mostly on Twitch and a little bit on YouTube, a lot on TikTok now, finally. But yes, it's always DaddiBun, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Don't put me first.
But that might be the first time I put you first. Oh,
Please, God, no. Why?
I guess it had to happen eventually. I do apologize.
Ooh, puppy.
Puppy, no, puppy.
Oh, baby.
Behave.
Sorry, Daddy. Sorry.
Bad. Puppy be down.
No.
But also, mods, if you are around, please, a shout out for DaddiBun as we go along as well. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, mods. And you've all been wonderful, by the way. Thank you very much. I cannot thank you enough for this. Next on up, TiffanyWitcher. Where can people find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/TiffanyWitcher. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and yeah.
Damn, look at that professional.
You can also send me Taco Bell money to my PayPal. And my Ko-Fi is at TiffanyWitcher for Taco Bell money funds. I appreciate it. So, yeah.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. And last out of the trio, Pictobeam.
Yes. You can find me here on Twitch at Pictobeam. I'm Pictobeam pretty much everywhere. I don't post a lot on TikTok, but I lurk a lot on TikTok. So, you know, sometimes I post silly videos. I post hot takes and rants on the Twitter whenever I feel like it and I have the energy to do so. Yeah, I should do other stuff, but I
No
have no
spoons.
motivation.
No
Yeah.
forks.
No forks, no Estinians.
I feel it.
No Estinians.
Yeah. You know, 5 days a week here, give or take, depending on how I'm doing. You can catch me. Yeah.
And you can find my chaotic booty. Obviously, you know, you're watching it here live on twitch.tv/TK_Layla, but I'm a TK_Layla on pretty much everything. You've got Twitter, you've got TikTok, you've got YouTube, although I haven't passed 100 subs on YouTube yet, so it's still technically with my very, very, very old username on there, but once we pass 100, I should be able to update that to TK_Layla. And obviously Instagram as well. I try my best to, starting to get back into the habit of posting up on the TikToks and the YouTubes and the Instas a bit more regularly, but most of my stuff is up on the Twitters. I haven't got a schedule up for this week, but that's because I've been building up to this. This has been the priority building up because I put up the TikTok for that yesterday. And by the way, thank you very much for providing me with clips for that. I had a lot of fun putting that little session together.
That edit was so good.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It's one of those things where it's like I do enjoy just doing like montage edits of stuff every now and then. The subtitles, Puppy gave me a hand with a software that I can do the auto captions for and then tweak it. I think it's called CapCut, I think.
Nice.
So that's very handy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also like the fact that I gave all three of you most of the spotlight because I generally limit it to 30 seconds so I can share on Insta-Reel as well. So I'm just like, I'll just give myself 5 seconds at the end because I want you three to be the actual spotlight in that.
Sure.
So again, thank you very
I'm
much
sorry
for
for
that.
my contribution.
You do not need to apologize. We all had a good laugh out of it.
They were great.
Hyman.
Oh God. I have a problem with it still.
If you haven't
Oh no.
If you haven't seen the TikTok, basically you had DaddiBun's Hyman, you had Pictobeam's bad parking, and you had Tiffany shouting for honey.
That was so good.
Yeah.
Kill the Reaper, no.
Colorblind, so that wasn't my fault.
No, that's rough. Goodness. Oh
He looked
my.
the same. I was like, oh, this is the right one. Pop in my
Right.
mouth.
No,
Oh, that's
it's
not
not.
a habanero.
Right.
No, I just tried the cayenne one because I was like, I eat cayenne. I'm good with cayenne, and I was about to like die.
The narrator. No, in fact, Daddy was not fine.
I used to. It feels so bad.
And I had my bubble no confidence because
That was so good. Oh my gosh.
Confidence. Oh,
No confidence.
No confidence.
Listen, that boss fight in Diddy Kong Racing is infuriating.
It's
Okay,
hard.
it's
It's hard.
Like the mine one is
remember.
easy, but the bubbles. Oh my god. I
Mm-hmm.
hated that, and I also included it because I know Tiffany and Co. When I raided, they were like, "You play Diddy Kong Racing? That game's on." So I'm like, I need to make sure I put that in the montage. Yeah, that racetrack. The thing is, that race was infuriating, but the music rocks. The freaking music
yeah.
in that game rocks. So it's like I don't really
It's
care.
really good.
But yeah, thank you all very much for that and for bringing everything together. So with that, that is the end of the charity cast. Thank you all so much for coming on by. I am
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
I-
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope that I'm able to do something like this again. Not just with
Sure.
all you wonderful beings, but with more people in the future as well.
Yeah.
It would be amazing to be able to do stuff like this again. And just thank you for sparing the time, coming through the conversations, and just telling us all what you do
Yeah.
to contribute to the world in such a good way. So thank you all very much. Please take good care of yourselves on the way out. Be kind to every single individual that you meet, and remember the three very important things. Trans rights, or human rights.
Yes.
Black lives do indeed matter. And please make sure to keep your drinks nice and topped up so that we may. Can I actually get my hands right for once? Stay fresh!
That was really good.